What makes an amazing scene? It's obviously the talent, but beyond that, is it the cinematography, the location and set decoration? It's certainly not one without the other. It's a combination of all of the right pieces fitting together perfectly to form the puzzle. It's trial and error, risk and reward. And beyond every shot is a critical thought. Movies aren't just made to move us. They are made to make us ask questions, to solve the puzzle in front of us. And do we ever have a puzzle for you?
Okay, first things first. I gotta call my guy, make sure he's doing what he needs to. Hey, boss. Hey, are you location scouting?
Well, not exactly, but I'm making a video for the people at BTS.
You're making a behind-the-scenes video.
Is that not what you said we were gonna do? Film the BTS journey, share it with the people.
Yes, I did say to do that, but I was gonna do that.
I'll lock a house for us today, don't worry. I'm gonna get this done, get 2 birds stoned, we'll be great. Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about it.
Okay, bye. Boss is a dick some days.
Guy's super sensitive some days.
I just wanted to show you guys this location. We're gonna jump into a wide and show you a few variations of this location. We don't have a lot of beautiful exteriors in my world around here, but you gotta get creative, like you're gonna see shortly. Locations are not everything, but they are very close to that. You need to be mindful about the locations that you're picking for your films, your commercials, whatever it may be, because they bring life to the story, and certain locations serve the story better than others. So we're gonna look at a wide angle here. I'm gonna show you a couple variations thanks to our friend AI, and you're gonna get a feel for what a different background can do to serve the story. Obviously have a nice location here, beautiful background over there with the floodway, the transformers and the bales. Sweet bridge, I guess. But is this location better than this location? Or perhaps this location? I mean, it all depends what you're going for, really. I don't know. What do you think? What I think is I need to lock a house today. Right now, we have 2 locations that we need to lock for the film. There's a home, and the other one we're not married to, either a gas station or an antique store, a cool store, a rural store. So those are the 2 locations we need for the film. The other locations are back roads, winding roads and in a forest, stuff like that, all exterior. So that's easy to play. And the home is something that I'm in search of today, and it needs to be specifically a 2-story home with some character. I'm not married to much else other than that. Sometimes you stumble across a location that checks more boxes than you thought it could. And so there's always that openness to what it can be. And all I know is we gotta make this happen. We gotta lock a home. So I'm gonna do that today. Here we go.
And so the location scouting began. We received quite a few no thank yous, and even got chased away by a guard dog. Knowing the right house was still out there, and feeling defeated, we came up with a new idea. And so we made a post online, and within 2 days, we got an email about the perfect house.
I just received a post from a neighbor. Their house is within the specified region, and they're willing to offer it for a movie production. Ooh, it's very nice. Let's check it out.
Here we are at the Invermore Manor. We're gonna go inside, Dave, myself, and Kira, our first AD, and we're gonna do a little bit of a scouting situation in terms of what the scenes are gonna look like, where they're gonna play out. Pretty excited about it. It's obviously a beautiful yard, beautiful house, and yeah, we're pretty hyped about this location, so super happy to lock it in.
The team met the owners and were then invited in so they could do the scene breakdowns, a camera test, and as well a tech survey. Once they were happy with the location decision, it was on to the next. Location number 2 ended up being more than they could have asked for, finding a heritage site with 5 buildings that they could utilize for the script. With the bones of the locations in place, it's time to move on yet again. When it comes to cameras, you can shoot on almost anything nowadays. It's all about picking the gear that best serves your specific story.
The one question I have for you is how much are you wanting to go back and forth between focal lengths?
Not a lot, honestly. I would use the 33, the whole film, just to make a statement.
Style too.
Yeah. We're gonna go with the Blazar Anamorphics for our camera. Now, these are owned by our production manager for the film, Dave McDonald. Probably gonna have a photo of Dave up right now. Dave is a friend of mine. He works in the film industry with me, has his own company, but has worked in film for the last few years. We actually met on a set. He was the digital imaging tech and I was the second AC. He just purchased these lenses. He's got the 33, the 85, and the 45, I believe. He was the DP for my latest short film, The Fallen. We paired this on his Sony A1 and it looked absolutely gorgeous. The reason we're going with anamorphics, I just feel as though anamorphics draw you in more than any other glass. I just feel like if you were to pay mind right now to your eyesight and just stare straight ahead and focus on something, your peripherals see quite wide and everything kind of rolls off in the distance. There's no focus on anything outside of what it is that you are gazed upon.
That's about it.
They draw you into the center of the frame and the roll off on the edges is just absolutely glorious. For a number of reasons, people love shooting anamorphic. So we've decided to go with the Blazar Anamorphics paired with my Blackmagic Pixis, which gives us the capacity to shoot open gate. And to concise and explain open gate a little bit, it's kind of like how humans have a full brain, but we don't have the capacity to access our full brain all of the time. With a sensor on a camera, you have a full frame sensor, but most cameras can't maximize and utilize that entire sensor. When you shoot open gate, you are using the entirety of the sensor. So I think ultimately being thoughtful about the camera that you use is obviously very important, and ergonomically how you position the components of the camera is very important. This is a early stage camera test. Like, you're gonna see another one of these just days before we go to camera. Typically, the second AC, first AC, and DP will meet at a warehouse or a rental house and equip the camera and make sure all the settings are in play, and the first has his motors all lined up and everything works. But because we are super indie is we're definitely gonna be doing this early like we have, and we're gonna do it again shortly before we go to camera. Obviously wanna bring you guys on board. Like I said, this is a cooperative thing. Again, we are indie as so you're gonna watch this. A lot of you seasoned filmmakers will be like, no, I would not expect you to do it that way, but there's a million ways that you could do one thing on set. And that's so true, is everyone has their opinions and everyone has their ways and their practice and tried and true ways that work and have worked, but you can bend the rules a little bit. You don't have to follow the norm. You can be different. You can think of ways how you can present yourself differently and be original. I think that's a really important thing as a filmmaker, as young filmmakers. You have to think about new ways of doing things, but also, stay within what works and then bend it a little bit. And then it starts to fabricate into something new, and then maybe somebody's following your nuance and the way that you forge a path in your career. They might look at that and it could be admirable to them, and they might decide they want to do it that way. But ultimately, I think, building a camera and picking a lens that fits for your vision is extremely important. So this test that we have done on this so far gets me feeling a lot more composed and confident about what we're about to go and shoot. So I had a few more things in mind for this episode, but honestly, guys, we're getting so close to going to camera. It is extremely busy right now, and I think that it would be well worth it to focus on getting this feature to camera, and then we can film the entire behind the scenes journey as we are rolling and as we are taking it day to day. We have about 11 days planned right now, could go to 12 days of shooting, and it's gonna happen in the next 3 weeks here. So please stay tuned if this is something that's interesting to you. There's about 270 of you that watched the last one, so I mean, it hits home for someone, right? That's not nothing. So I had to do my due diligence and get this out, but man, we're busy. So we're not gonna do another pre-production edit. That could come later down the road when we have all of our footage and we have more time.
Right now, the focus is getting the film to picture, and we'll focus on the behind the scenes when we are in camera. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for being in on another episode. We will see you soon.